D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to This Week in Review, where today's episode is going to be a little bit of a short one just because the news, as far as entertainment goes, has been really slow. So I only have 2 news stories to really talk about. There's a couple more, but nothing really crazy, so I just didn't feel the need to talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is TV shows, and the main one I want to talk about is Legends of Tomorrow. Now, if you're a DC fan like myself, I really do like this show. But this last episode, they introduced the Death Totem, and also Elvis, but not being a huge Elvis fan, I was like, whatever. But they introduced the Death Totem, which is the 6th totem, and I have to say that this feels like they didn't really, this show, like at the beginning of the season, they really didn't introduce the totems and all of that, and then now they're just rushing through everything, because it's only 18 episodes this season. Well, it's the most episodes a season, but I just really feel like the show is really rushing this totem thing, and I really felt like they should have started off with the totems and then and not have any filler episodes, because that Bebo War one with the Vikings was just a stupid episode, and I just really feel like we're at the point where it's like, stop having filler episodes, because you need to get down to the meat of the story, because this show doesn't have as many episodes as, say, The Flash or Arrow. But they introduced the Death Totem, and it's pretty cool. I like the whole, I love magic and everything, so I love the whole magic in the DC universe. The episode wasn't too bad, but it wasn't like the best episode ever. Moving on to movies. Movies that came out this weekend were Love, Simon and Tomb Raider. Now, I haven't seen either one of these yet, and considering the fact that I didn't film this on Sunday, I filmed it before the weekend, I don't know which one won in the box office, but let me just say right now, both of them look pretty good. I think Love, Simon looks like a really cute love story, and it's great for the LGBT community that they get a story like this, and it's by Greg Berlanti, who does all our Arrowverse shows, so that's pretty great. And then Tomb Raider, which stars Alicia Vikander, and I love her. She's so beautiful. Like, she's crazy hot. I mean, she's like, in this movie, she's very tough, and I think that it's a good addition to the whole Tomb Raider thing. I think that they're taking a different route than they did with the Angelina Jolie movies. Although I have to admit, I love both of those movies too. Now, the 2 news stories that I want to talk about, the first one is Ava DuVernay has been tapped to direct the New Gods movie for the DCEU. And I have to say right now, I'm not 100% behind this. I do like Ava DuVernay as a director. I believe the movie that 13th. I didn't see that movie. I believe that's the name of it. I did not see that movie. I did, however, see Salma, and that movie was really good. I mean, if you haven't seen that movie, I would suggest going and watching it. It's really good, and she did a great job directing it. As far as her newest movie, A Wrinkle in Time, I have to admit I'm not going to see the movie unless it's on streaming. I'm pretty sure it'll be on the Disney streaming service when they start that up. But other than that, I am not going to be seeing this movie. I didn't like the book. I thought the book sucked. So therefore, I have no desire to see the movie. But I don't know. I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, A Wrinkle in Time was supposed to be her big blockbuster to really break out or whatnot. It only made $33 million in the box office, which is kind of a bummer for Disney. This is like their clunker. This is their least grossing movie so far, and they get like their movies, Disney movies. I mean, like, if you look at Black Panther, it's a Disney property, and that made tons of money. And you look at all the other movies that come out, like Coco and all that stuff, it's Pixar, but it's basically Disney, and they're just making hundreds of millions of dollars. And then you get this one that only made 33 million. It's kind of a bummer. But maybe because of A Wrinkle in Time had so many different races and people in it and everything, maybe because she is so for representation, and maybe that'll give her a chance to take the New Gods and just put a big, huge, great mixture of representation in with these new gods because you have so many great characters. And she said Barda is her favorite character in the DC universe. New gods, I'm assuming this is their Guardians of the Galaxy, and maybe it'll be. I just think that maybe this is too early to be doing a new gods movie because you got to get your house in order, and Disney doesn't have their house in order right now, which bums me out because I love DC Comics. I like DC Comics over Marvel Comics, but right now their DC movies need to get something fixed because it's broken. The next one is Deadpool is doing heavy reshoots, and that is the movie comes out in like I believe 2 months and everything, and they're getting down to the wire. And granted, this isn't the first time this has happened. Rogue One benefited from heavy reshoots. I just look at this and go, and the reason for this is the rumor is that they did a screening, and some guy got on Twitter and just basically said the movie sucked and nobody liked it. And Fox was like, hey, we're going to sue you. You signed a non-disclosure and everything. But he was all like, I didn't go to the movie. Somebody that went to the movie told me about it, and they said it was no good and everything. So they're doing heavy reshoots. And the stars of the show have really come on to say that that's not the case, that they liked the screening. They're just, wanted to do reshoots. But it just really, I go, something's a little fishy. And then coming up this week, next week in movies is Pacific Rim. That's the biggest one that's coming out this weekend. Coming up, that one will probably do number one as far as new movies coming out. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna beat Black Panther because Black Panther is tearing it up, but it will definitely do the best out of the new movies. Also, an Isle of Dogs comes out, but I'm pretty sure that won't do that great as far as box office goes. Although I do want to see that movie. And of course, we'll watch our favorite DC shows and everything. And then, of course, the Marvel shows. I really don't talk about those that much because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really isn't my favorite show, and I don't really watch every single episode. In fact, this season I'm probably going to stop watching it because they've left space, and I liked that whole space aspect of it. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think about Ava DuVernay directing New Gods. Tell me what you think about Deadpool and the reshoots, because I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, if it's like a Rogue One and it totally turns it around, I'm for it. But if not, then that's a super bummer. Leave your comments in the section down below. Click that like button if you like this episode. If you didn't, I get it. Go ahead and subscribe if you feel the need to. If not, I totally understand. And I hope you guys have a great week. I'll check you guys later. Bye.